Hi there, friends. In this video, I'm going to cover how to use n8n tool to create AI agent for getting suppliers data from Oracle Fusion Cloud with ChatGPT and REST API integration. So, by the sound of it, it looks very complex, but it's not that complex. In fact, this entire task has been made very easy by leveraging a tool which is called as n8n. So I'm going to go to n8n website, and there I'm going to quickly jump on and will show you how to go about developing this kind of integration. So as you could see, this is a simple AI agent I have created using n8n tool. So I'm logged in into n8n website. I think the URL for that is n8n.io. All you have to do is quickly create your account onto this, and then you can start leveraging n8n tools and its associated integrations via its cloud mechanism. Okay, so what I have done to start with is I've just created a chat node, which is where I will provide the input to the AI agent as to what I'm looking for in terms of the approved suppliers. And then based on the chat that I give, it will call the HTTP request. In other words, it's going to call Oracle Fusion REST API for getting the suppliers. Once I get the supplier information, then I have written a code to format that information, and then that formatted information will be sent to the AI agent, and the AI agent will integrate with OpenAI Chat GPT model. And I have used Chat GPT 5 for this integration. And then I have added a simple memory so that repetitive uh, tasks or chats which are sent again and again will get stored in a memory. And not only the chat, but also its associated data gets stored in a simple memory. And then the response to the chat will be given. So let's say if I ask a question, give me data for approved supplier from US1 business unit. So the data flow will do like this. So it will take the US1 business unit, pass it on to the HTTP request, and then a code will be called to format the output from HTTP request of REST API, and then that formatted data will be going to AI agent. So let's see that in action. So here at the bottom, you've got the chat, right? Can you see that? So here I'm gonna simply ask, hi, can you give me a list of approved suppliers from US1 business unit? Okay, and then I put a question mark, and I'm going to hit this button to send the data. As you could see, it's executing. As soon as the workflow gets executed, that step will become in green. So this step is executed, it is waiting for the answer, and it has gone to HTTP request. You see, we just got the answer. So if you see, here is the list of those unique suppliers that are listed over here. So a total approved supplier list of 6. So since we are in sort of a testing mode, the maximum rows it returns is 25, and out of that it has pulled that information. So what is a supplier? What is a supplier name? It has given us. Okay. Now what I will do is I will open this HTTP request, and I'm going to show you what is inside it. So look at this. So this is the chat input, and then I've invoked this REST API from Oracle instance, and by providing the basic authentication details over here. So if I go into this, you will see those details right here. So this is the user I have used, and then I'm going to close this, and if you see, that's all I have it. So this will basically get the information since I've used the method get. And as you could see on the right hand side, the fetch data is displayed over here. But then this fetched data has to be formatted and sent to the AI agent, and that will forward it to the chat GPT. So that's where I've written this code in JavaScript to format that information. So as you could see, this is the code I have written to format it. And now after formatting it, I have not only formatted but also selected only few columns out of the entire column list. So just for your demo, I have just got 5 columns over here. And as you could see, it is formatted and it's given us plain data, right? And now it is in readable format. And if you want, you can add more columns from the left hand side onto this code block. And then I have passed that information to the AI agent, and the AI agent will in turn call the OpenAI chat model. And as you could see, after calling it, it stores the data in simple memory for a while, and then it passes on to the respond to chat node, which in turn will print the output in the chat field over here. Okay, so this is how the entire workflow works, but it's not that easy as it looks like, but it's fairly fast to develop. So as you could see, presently we are in testing mode. I haven't published this particular flow diagram, so I'm going to publish it now, and we will use this. So let's give a version name, say 1.1, and then so let's say something like this, just to publish that. And by this time you will have a public URL in this workflow, which you can potentially use it on a browser to run the same process flow. But in that case, you will not be able to see what's happening in the background, and we'll have to come back and see that information. So let me get you the public URL. So now that this workflow has been published, we need to take the publicly accessible URL. So if you click on this chat message, and here you will have that information. So copy that, and then you go on to a new browser and paste this out there. So as you could see, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to paste that information. So this publicly accessible URL. So I'm going to hit the run button, and you see after entering the enter button, I have seen this interface, and this is something, by default it is given as Nathan, but this message you can always change. Okay, so let it be. So now I would say, hi there, give me information about approved supplier list in US1 business unit. Okay, and then I hit the enter button. Okay, so now you wait for a while to get this information, but in the meanwhile, we'll jump on and we'll go back to the workflow and see what's happening out there in n8n. So to see what's happening in terms of executions in a production environment, you will see this execution tab out here. So click on this one, and here you see we have just ran this one, and all the other ones which are with a funnel, these are the test executions. But the one which I ran it is in a production environment, and you see that it has first ran the chat, and it provided the chat input to HTTP request, which contains a REST API call to Oracle Fusion server, and then it gets the data from here. You see the data will be displayed out here. This is coming from the REST API, and then it will be passed on to the code in JavaScript, and that will further pass it on to the AI agent, and AI agent will further go into ChatGPT model, do the analysis, and then provide the data further in back to the chat. Okay, so the entire workflow completed successfully. So if we go back to our chat, we'll hopefully see the results out there. So let's go back. So as you could see, the result is over here. We can see that information. So you can see the approved supplier list entry for US1 business unit from the provided data. And here is the supplier name, supplier site, and item approval status. So you've got allied manufacturing with different items out here. Then you've got Pretty Supply House, Midtown Computer Services, High Tech Contract Manufacturing, and so on. Okay, and here it also gave us a summarized information, summary by supplier, distinct site and approval item counts, and that is over here. So now if it's saying that would you like this exported CSV filtered by particular supplier or item or limited to distinct supplier combination. So I would say yes, please filter it by, let's say, this supplier, high tech contract manufacturing, and hit the enter button. So again, it will take some time to execute it and will return the data. So this is usually a couple of seconds. In my case, let's say about 30-40 seconds or so. You see, you just got the information. So it just supplied the data. Okay. And here you go. You've got the high-tech supplier, supplier site, what are the items that are in the approved list, their statuses, and here is the summary information. So as you could see, this tool is very handy in terms of its development, and this is just a very simplistic AI agent I have created using Oracle Fusion REST API integration and displayed it to you over here. So if I go back to the AI agent, and again, if you see, we'll refresh this, you can see that one more call in production environment is made just a little while ago. So if you click on this, here it shows that information. Okay. And if something goes wrong or if you want to investigate what's going on, you can always click on individually over here or here in the JavaScript to see what's going on. So in fact, the entire data is sent, but based on the chat input, it is analyzing what chat input it is in open AI chat model and then returning back to the AI agent, which is storing it in simple memory. And then you can see the flow is going to respond to chat, and which is where it is responding back to the chat window. Okay, so this is how it's working. So isn't that very interesting? Now, at this point of time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unpublish it. Okay, so let's say unpublish. Okay, so this workflow is unpublished now. So if you go back to the same URL that I've shown you earlier, you won't get that. Okay, now I've got another workflow also out here, which will show you integration with Google Sheets, integration with Gmail and Slack and so on, which is quite similar to what I have it over here. Now, other information that I wish to give you over here is in relation to the REST API that I have used. So the other information that I wish to give you over here is the REST API, which I have used it over here in HTTP request. Can you see that? That's the one. So let me go back to the REST API information. So you got to know the syntax of REST API, how to go about using it. So let me go there. So here I have that information over here, REST API, as you could see. So it's in cloud application procurement and N25D, which is the instance I'm in. And that's where, I got this get all approved supplier list entries. And here is endpoint for REST API, and you've got to append that with the base URL of your server. And then you've got to leverage this query string or the finder string to filter your data if you want to. But in other words, you've got to use this particular endpoint to get information from the Fusion instance. And this endpoint is different for every function you you do it, which should be allowed by the REST API as well. For example, you want to create a new supplier. So here is the separate endpoint out here. As you could see, this is a separate endpoint. And for getting just one supplier, there is a separate endpoint. Can you see? You've got to provide the approved supplier list entries, unique ID for that supplier, and so on and so forth. You'll get all the information out here. So that's how you go about leveraging n8n tool and Oracle REST API along with ChatGPT to create a intelligent AI agent.